My first guest is a young man that you will probably recognize. You've seen him a lot on television, and I guess maybe we're gonna show the piece of one of them right now. Roll the tape. He does a lot of commercial work. Emmanuel Lewis.
Just can't figure it out. Everybody knows flame rolling beats frying nearly 3-to-1. It's all over town. And McDonald's is frying their hamburgers all over town. Well, I like them flame broiled. So what are you gonna do? I got it. Go to Burger King. Aren't you hungry?
That is, my cheeks, I'm just...
Yeah, very rosy.
Just look at the monitor. My cheeks seem to be quite rosy. Anyway, speaking of Emmanuel, as announced today, he's going to be starring in a new television series on another network this fall called The Websters. Would you welcome Emmanuel Lewis? Hello, Emmanuel. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We've never met before until right this moment.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you too.
Me too, huh? Thank you, Emmanuel. You surprised me. For some reason, I thought you were going to be taller.
Me too.
Me too. Do you get tired of people saying that you're short?
No.
No? You mind telling us how old you are?
12.
You're 12. You've done how many commercials have you done altogether?
I'm not
Not sure? You quit counting, huh?
Yes.
Are you putting your money away in
Yes.
a bank account? Yeah. What do you think you'll do with all your money someday? What would you like to do? What would you like to buy if you could buy anything in the world?
I'm not sure.
Not sure yet, huh?
I'll just spend it safely.
Just put it away safely.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, yeah. Didn't you do a commercial with Bill Cosby for Jell-O pudding, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what other commercials have you done?
I've done Campbell's soup, Life cereal,
Uh-huh.
Maxwell House coffee, Elmer's glue, French's mustard, apple juice,
Yeah. Now, do you use all those products?
most of them.
Most of them. I won't ask you which ones you don't. I don't suppose you drink too much coffee, do you?
No.
Yeah, okay. What grade you in school?
6.
You're 6th grade? Yeah. What's your favorite subject?
Well, I like science,
Good for you. Good for you.
reading, math.
Yeah. What are you studying in science right now that's interesting?
Well, how to connect batteries, dry cells together.
Dry cells and batteries?
Yes.
Yeah. You like math, too?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they teach math, I think, a little bit differently now, don't they, than at least when I was a kid. They're a different system. Do you know how they teach it now? Is it decimal system or something?
Yeah, decimal system.
How does that work? Can you explain it? What would be a kind of a problem you would have?
I don't have too much problems.
Yeah. Somebody told me you made a trip to Japan?
Yes.
What'd you go to Japan for?
Well, I've done a commercial.
Oh, for Japanese television.
Yes.
Ah. Did you like Japan?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What did you find most interesting about Japan?
Well, most of them were short like me.
Most of them. Had you read anything about Japan in school? Did you know anything about it before you went there?
Well, all I know is that they speak Japanese.
Speak Japanese?
And, let me see.
Did you go to Tokyo?
Yes.
That's a big city, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. How long were you in Japan?
That depends on what time I went there.
Well, you been there more than once?
Yes.
You have, yeah. I've never been to Japan myself. And you've been there more than once?
Yes.
Yeah. Where else have you traveled?
Traveled to L.A.
In Los Angeles? We have a little piece of, is this the film, a commercial you made in Japan? I guess we're going to show, right?
Yes.
What were you selling there?
Well, baby store noodles.
Baby store noodles?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here's Emmanuel's commercial for Japan.
It's my show! Baby star, twinkle, twinkle, tiny little star. Baby star, it's shining in the sky. Yes, it's just like me. Little, but it's shining ever bright. Yes, it's just like me. Oh, come on, baby star.
That's a good commercial. Did you learn to speak any Japanese at all?
Yes.
You did. What can you say in Japanese? Can you say something in Japanese? Or?
Yes, you think. Pokemon baby star.
All I learned from Shogun was konnichiwa. I think that means how are you or good morning or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sayonara.
Sayonara. Of course, that means, I guess, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. What? You seem to be missing a fair amount of teeth there, up on the top row.
Yes.
Yeah. Did it just naturally come out, or?
A little help from Mom.
A little help from Mom. Now, you don't mean by saying that your mom.
Yes, I do.
Well, Mom will certainly be happy to hear that tonight on television.
Mom, we have to talk to this later.
Yeah, we have to talk to Mom later. I remember when I was a kid, I'd take you put them under your pillow for the tooth fairy.
Right.
Did you do that?
Yes.
And what was there in the morning?
Sheet.
A sheet. Yeah, well, I know that. Well, usually there'd be maybe a dime or something like that. Didn't the tooth fairy leave anything at all? No, didn't, huh? Yeah. That's probably because you've got so many commercials going, you didn't need it anyway. You have a girlfriend?
Let's put it this way, I have girls that are friends.
That is well put, very diplomatic. You have girls who are friends.
Right.
The girls can be very nice friends, can't they?
Yes.
Do you go to the movies together, or
No.
you don't? Just talk and stuff like that?
Yes.
Dance maybe a little bit?
No.
No dancing, huh? No hugging or
No.
no kissing?
No.
You mean to tell me?
Only for Mom.
Only from Mom?
Yes.
Oh,
I think
I
I have to kiss her after, so I won't get in trouble.
Yeah. I think a kiss would be in order when you get home, yeah. Do you like to go to amusement parks, stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you like to ride on?
Well, my uncle put me in a cup, like in Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, those
Yes.
cups that spin around?
Yes. And I thought I had some bakaka.
You what?
Some bakaka.
You did a little caca in the cup? Is that what? Well, is that what? You didn't do that.
No.
Oh, well, you did that. Walt Disney would be spinning in his grave like a lathe. I mean, yeah. Well, you're a nice young man, Emmanuel. That's a nice name. That's kind of you don't see many people named Emmanuel. Do you like that name, Emmanuel? Huh? What are your favorite television shows?
Well, I like Give Me a Break.
Give Me a Break. Good.
Yes. I like The Love Boat.
Love Boat, yeah.
Yes, I like Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
Too Close for Comfort.
Too Close for Comfort.
Let me see. A lot of other shows.
Mm-hmm. You ever watch this show?
What's in a blue moon?
You have 6 teeth missing. Would you like to try for 7? Huh? You watch once in a while. Come on now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be late nighttime, so I don't quite
That's right. It's
remember.
pretty late, isn't it? Well, Emmanuel, I'm glad you could be with us tonight. It's nice to meet you. I enjoy watching you on television, and I hope you enjoyed being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. And give my best to your mom, will you? Okay, Emmanuel. I thought it was a Mattel toy walking in. He doesn't mind that. He gets kidded all the time about that, but he is really small, isn't he?
Adorable, yeah.
But he is small.
Yeah.
Once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon. Oh.
He's going to have to square things at home with
Oh,
Mom tonight
indeed.
about the teeth. We'll be back. David Steinberg is here and Mary Fran, so stay where you are. Great band, as our guests always say. Great band. Steve Martin is here tonight. Steve has a bizarre sense of humor.
Yes.
He knocks me out. He'll be performing at the Troubadour here in Los Angeles tomorrow night through Sunday. And then he's going to be appearing at the Golden Bear in Huntington Beach, California on Monday and Tuesday. Would you welcome back Steve Martin?
Thank you. Be starting in just a few moments. Just waiting for the drugs to take effect, and then. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm kind of excited tonight. I have a book coming out, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's psychological work. It's called How to Get Along with Everyone. I didn't work on it alone. I worked with this other jerk ex-friend of mine, and so I hope you get that. But. That's it. No, seriously, I do have a book coming out. It's titled How I Turned $1 Million in Real Estate into $25 in Cash. I hope you get that. So, we ready now? Okay, let's go. You know, I kind of think comedy should be based on real experience. So, right now I'd like to do a little thing that happened to me titled The Day the Dopes Came Over. I was sitting at home, peeking through the blinds at my neighbor's wife, minding my own business, when I heard a knock at the door. "Who's there?" I shouted. "We don't know." I knew immediately that the dopes had come over. I opened the door and invited them in. Glad to have company, even if they were a bunch of dopes. "Well, what brings you by this way?" "Yup." "Would you like some coffee?" "No, thanks. I think I'll just sit here and suck on this table." He clamped his lips firmly around the table, but still listened intently to the rest of our conversation. "Gall," said one dope. "How long have we been here?" "Oh, about 2 minutes." "Gall, we should have left hours ago." And they packed up some of my things and lumbered out. "Goodbye, dopes," I shouted. And the dopes turned and shouted back, "Goodbye, you big stupid idiot." Thank you. Okay, and now it's time for a movie review. The Hindenburg. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Am I on yet? I am. Okay, then I'm going to keep going. All right. Let's get going now. Hey! You people are weird. Okay, folks, I'm kind of interested in magic, and you always see these magicians come out and they do these production tricks, but they always have on these big coats and everything, and you know pretty much where it's coming from. But I'm going to do a trick tonight that kind of gets around that problem. I picked this up. I was in Egypt this morning, and I learned this trick, and I'd like to do it for you now. So here we go. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Hey! Hit it. Perfect. All right. Okay, here we go. You still on? Okay. No problem on that. All right. Here we go. Okay. Pretty good tan, huh? Yeah. I've been working on this all summer, boy. Cost me plenty to get it, but I'm pretty proud. Okay. Isn't it funny how it's okay to take off your pants if you have on funny underwear? If I had regular underwear on, people go, oh, no. Funny underwear, they go, oh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back following this brief intermission as soon as Steve gets ready. We are back. Steve is getting dressed.
Yeah, just put on the shoes.
Yeah. I see you all over the place. You're working every place. In television, personal
real
appearance,
good.
concerts, nightclubs.
Johnny, I hope this doesn't offend you, but do you smell like a hyena, or am I just...
No, I wasn't going to say anything. I thought it was...
Thought it was me.
Yeah. Animals do have a tendency to...
Well, listen. Okay, I want to explain this. I thought this would be an interesting thing to do on the Tonight Show, which we're on now. When you're in show business, you have to have an answering service. And because you're out of town all the time, and calls are constantly coming in for work and things like that, so you have to have an answering service. But the ones that you hire for like $35 a month are really poor. You call them, they go, hold, wait, hold. So you can't understand. So I bought a telephone answering machine that answers your phone. And this is a little beeper.
I see.
And you play this into the phone and it retrieves your calls. And you can leave it's a recording. You leave a little recording with a little joke if you want, which I have on mine. And
A little humor when people call.
Oh, yeah. And then they can leave a recorded message. So I thought it'd be interesting to do it on the Tonight Show. I haven't been home for like 2 weeks, so there should be messages.
Do you actually call them?
Yeah. To call them up here on the show and get the messages.
Well, I didn't know what this
So
was.
that's why
I saw
we
it, and I
rigged
didn't
this
know.
up.
All right.
And I thought it'd be interesting for the people to...
We checked it out before, and somebody said the phone company could put a line in.
Yeah. I thought it'd be interesting for people to hear what a professional comedian in show business, kind of messages that they get. So
Let's give it a
give them a
try.
call. Ready? Now, the first thing you'll hear is the recorded message, which is me, and then I beep this, and you'll hear it rewind, and then the messages will play back. Can I pencil and paper?
Sure.
In case I have.
That's right. You're out. In case some work shows up.
Hello, this is Steve Martin. I'm away from the phone right now, so your call is being answered by an expensive telephone answering machine, who is also, incidentally, my wife. So if you'll leave your message when you hear the beep, I'll be happy to call you back.
Now that triggers the rewind.
Should I rewind it?
Now it plays back all the messages you got.
Hello, Steve. This is Fred down in the garage. Yeah, we were able to fix that lighter. No problem at all. Cost about $8, I guess. Please call when you get in.
All right.
Steve, this is Jimmy Hoffa. Give me a call when you get a chance.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow.
It's my cat.
Steve, this is Trudy. Don't be embarrassed about the other night. It can happen to any guy. Hello, Steve. This is Victoria. Don't be embarrassed about the other night. Any guy. It doesn't mean you're not a man. Talk to you later.
Steve, this is Bill. Don't be embarrassed.
Steve, sorry to bother you again. This is Ernie down at the garage. You know that cigarette lighter that we fixed? We have a real problem down here. It's really the whole electrical system of the car. It's going to cost you about $350. Call me right away, will you?
Meow, 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 meow.
Call back.
Cat. Call back.
Steve, this is Ted. I found your earring. Bye.
Hello, Steve. This is Ernie down at the garage again. You know, this car, we're having all sorts of problems with it. We're going to have to junk it out. It's going to cost you about $8,000. However, Steve, we were able to save that lighter. Come down here.
We'll be right back. All right. And this is the first time we've had him on the show, or at least we've had a chance to meet. Would you welcome, please, Oliver Reed? It's nice to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Quite extraordinary.
Yes, that's what... that's what I hear. You and Miss Winters have never worked together.
No, we haven't.
Didn't you used to be under contract at RKO?
Now you say she...
I'm sorry. I'm intimidated by the British.
Why is that? You know, most Americans, and I've said that on the show before, seem to be intimidated by English people in general. They feel a little, I guess, insecure. I don't know.
No, most of them, you see, we made love to.
Most of them.
I would have remembered.
You've forgotten. No, I don't know why. I think it's a myth. I think it's very polite. I think America is an amazing country simply because it's comprised of a mosaic of European culture, do you understand? Yeah. And people that came to America, it seems to me, because they thought that they were either economically or socially or religiously persecuted. And they came and they made a happy place of it.
Right.
Some of them behaved themselves and some of them are quite loud.
We have a great mixture here. What,
I would have remembered.
But you forgot, sweetheart. Give me your hand.
We do know each other.
One written Sour Misfortune's book.
This can't be happening on television.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought it was my turn.
It is.
Anyway.
Yes, anyway, what brings you here?
I'm here making... I have just finished a film called Burnt Offerings. with Betty Davis, who you remember,
Yes, I remember.
and Karen Black, who maybe is a little younger than you.
Yeah, but she's not as... Never mind.
But Betty Davis is probably older.
Yes, and it's called Burnt Offerings.
Mm-hmm.
And we made it in San Francisco, in Oakland, just outside.
Yeah. Betty Davis is quite a lady. She has been with us several times on this show. And is one of the great actresses, I guess. You've never worked with her?
Never worked with her before at all, no. I rode her food trolley up and down the corridor outside her room at nights, and she got a bit cross about that.
Being the room service table outside?
That's right. But it was all right. I sent her some roses. She gave me a tennis ball signed with Betty Davis and a picture of herself.
She gave you
I guess that's
a tennis ball signed Betty Davis?
Yes.
That's
she gave it all. It was amazing because she used to live in this hotel, and outside they had, because I believe they didn't make enough money. I could be incorrect. They didn't make enough money out of the hotel, so they've turned the tennis courts. It's like a gymnasium. There are swimming pools, people come in with rubber hats on, they swim up and down, people play tennis all day. And Betty Davis came along and she borrowed a pair of binoculars because she's supposed to birdwatch in the film. In actual fact, she was looking at the fellas playing tennis. And so when the film finished, she gave us all a tennis ball.
That's very nice. I don't have one myself, and I would like
I'll
to have
ask
one.
her.
Would you ask her next time?
They're on the prop strike.
We have to take a break? All right, we'll do a commercial. We'll be right back. Stay where you are. We're talking with Oliver Reed and Shelley Winters, and you brought up the word kinky, which is a word they use in England quite often, but it's not too used here.
Well,
how would you define that? And then
the
I'll
English
ask.
are rather kinky. They never talk about sex. Never.
We just do it, madam.
Yes,
That's quite British.
Yes.
yes. We talk about it a lot in America and discuss it.
Do you know, I'm playing a colonel in my next film, and this is why I look extraordinary. And I combed my hair, and I thought...
You look like Hitler.
Excuse me.
That's why I didn't recognize
Do you know that Hitler was an Austrian, and most Prussians and British are very close, and that's why we fought each other. Mark my words. So
anyway, you're doing the...
So I'm playing a colonel. I thought, I don't know what to do. So actually I went into half this is pencil, because I've only grown it for 4 days. It proves I'm not terribly virile. But they penciled it in. And I was going to...
I remembered.
That is why, ladies and gentlemen, you woke up the next morning with my moustache.
Yes. Sometimes a moustache and a mask will hide the identity.
How come you get a moustache?
No, wait a minute. This is American. We're very Puritan. We have the Puritan tradition here.
Yes.
Can I leave now for the theater? I have to be on the stage in a little while.
You don't really have to leave, do you, Shelley?
No.
And you have met before. And
Do you know there's no way?
Shh.
Quiet.
Can we end the show now?
Please be quiet for a minute.
Yes, sir.
Good.
I am not really used to this. Will you please be quiet for a minute while I talk to this gentleman? I'm on the show
Yes, sir.
to talk.
Okay.
Not just to hear you, madam.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Right, Oliver. This is like the
Right? And she was saying it was a bad audience? Women's liberation, madam, will never survive. Not while I'm in the kitchen.
This could turn out to be a hell of a fight tonight.
About that. Oh, you won't slip down because, madam, I noticed while you were on the show, you're actually far more controlled than you make out. Would you take off your shoe?
One?
Because on the bottom of your shoe, you have some...
I bought them in England.
Do you know why that's on there? Do you know why? So she won't fall over. That's dry British humor. But then I'm only playing a colonel.
Yes.
Royal Scots Dragoon Guards.
Is that what you are? Are you a member of the Royal Scots?
No, actually, in the film, I'm supposed to be... the opening scene of the film is quite funny, actually, because the opening scene, this is the new film, I read the script yesterday. I very rarely read a script. And I'm looking at some cows, and the lady comes up to me and she said, would you join my father? I'm Colonel Blood's daughter. And I say, how do you do, madam? And she said, I would like you to come and join my father's army. I said, I've given up the Special Air Service, the Commandos, the Paratroop Regiment, MI5, MI16. I've given all that stuff off, and I've given it all up, and I'm just with the cows. And there's boom, boom in the background. She said, what's that? And I said, it's my gamekeeper, keeping away my creditors. And she said, well, then won't you join the army for money? And the British have been mercenaries. And I said, well, I don't really want to. I mean, if the cows could give milk, we'd be on good footing. And she looks down, they're all heifers. So she says, they're all heifers. So I say, oh, I've never had anything to do with sex and that sort of thing.
Oliver, don't do this picture. Don't do this film.
Well, you should see the cows. I'll give up smoking now.
It's Friday, all right.
But it's not Las Vegas.
It's not. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. They tell me they gamble there. They game. In England, we call it gaming.
Gaming, yes, and it's very big in England, but it's legalized in England. It's not. You have what they call, not bookies as we call them, but what is the
turf accountants?
Turf consultants.
Accountants.
Accountants.
Turf
which is a very high-class name for a...
Well, it's for a bookie.
For a bookie, right.
Up until a few years ago, we used to have bookies runners. You could never, up until about 12 years ago in England, you weren't allowed to have a turf accountant shop. And people used to stand on the side of the road with a piece of paper in their top pocket. And they used to flag you down. And you would go, you'd stop the car, and you would say, I want it on the nose, the 2:30 at Ascot.
And drive away, that was it?
And drive away. And the next day you would drive back exactly the same place, and he wouldn't pay you.
It takes the fun out of it now when you have turf accountants. That sounds like more fun stopping on the side of the road.
I like to win sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
Let me leave for a second here, but we shall return. Right here. You're one of the few English entertainers, I understand, that still, a lot of them have changed residence, have they not, out of England, because of the heavy taxation.
Yes.
They seem to move, somebody said they had a group on one night that moved to the Isle of Man because of the high taxes and so forth.
Yes, they've made it now very expensive. In the Isle of Man, apparently somebody's got to give to the government of the Isle of Man a great deal of money in order that they live there to prove that they're not using it as a tax shelter. Mm-hmm. Yes, a lot of people have left. It becomes at times prohibitive to live there. I still stay there. That's the next question. I still stay there because I've fallen in love with my horses and my old house, which is falling down. And
what happened to the cows? I'm sorry.
That was in the picture.
Oh, that was in the picture.
Yes.
I'll be quiet.
I've fallen in love with my horses, madam, and my old house, which is falling down. And I've spent the last 3.5 years with the aid of a lot of film technicians who now can't get a job, like painters and plasterers and chippies. We're trying to get it back together again.
When you say old house, an old house in this country would be 100 years, but in England, an old house, 100 years means nothing.
There's the rub, because I can't get any help because Victoriana is being pulled down. I've made a movie in San Francisco recently, and some of the great Victorian architecture in San Francisco is being pulled down. And they're building huge, great cement
high-rises, yeah.
Certainly.
They're very good at that, though. You know.
No, but in their place. But it is a shame, you know, because nobody's into Victorian architecture. In England, you know, if it's Georgian or it's Tudor, then everybody keeps it alive and they say it's a pity because the trucks come through. I believe that Victorian architecture should be kept alive. And I asked...
Why?
Because I believe that, madam, in another 100 years' time, people are going to say, did you just leave me the ashes of the earth? Or did you leave me a house? And I believe that at the end of the last century and the beginning of this, some people made, in opinions of most, ugly buildings. But I believe that Victoriana, come another 100 years' time, is going to be of sufficient importance that maybe our great-grandchildren will
should have something to look at.
Yes, and that seems to strike a heavy note, but I do. And so, And so I have...
Albert, could I take a second of your time? Just a second. Quick.
Madam.
Just
You've
a
taken
second.
most of the show. I
No.
know you... I know you've got to go to the
No,
theatre.
I know when my little girl, who's gorgeous now, 22, was little, about 15 months old, I did a picture in London, and I came there with my mother and the nurse, and, And anyway, and they rented a house for us on Curzon Street or something, and we walked in, and it was really, outside it looked beautiful, but inside, the temperature was about 10 degrees below zero, and it was very gloomy, and Gregory Peck had slept there. That was the famous thing about it, and before that it had been
And he's not 23?
No, and before that it had been a brothel. Those girls who used to come there. And this man extolled this house and said to my mother, this house is 300 years old. And my mother said, but do you expect me to live in it with a baby? No, but... Okay, I got it so long. Next time.
You gotta go to the theater. Thank you.
Anyway.
A lot of non sequiturs tonight. Things just kind of trail off and...
She's all right. She can't shout at us now.
Yeah, she's...
So much for women's lib. Who's the lady that shouted?
Do they have a women's lib movement big in England also?
Always.
Oh,
Always. But the women in England are quite good. They're always in the kitchen, so you can't hear them when they shout.
You think that's where they should be, huh?
I think that most women are very happy. I really think that most women are happy in the kitchen, not because they like... men make the best chefs. When you ever go to a hotel and find the chef is a woman, madam?
I think
Shakespeare wasn't a bird, madam. And neither's Johnny Carson.
I think if they paid women in the kitchen as much as they pay chefs in a hotel, women would love to be in the kitchen.
I think that basically women are very happy in the kitchen simply because it means that they're feeding their children and looking after their man. I think that the time arises when a woman is put out to work. And I think then when she comes back and says, oh, I've had a heavy day, and the husband arrives at the same time, that's a bad deal, because then they're going to fight who's going to cook and who's going to wash up.
Yeah.
I think that a woman's place is looking after her man and her children, and I think a man's place is to look after her, to protect her, and provide her with a little warmth. I really do believe
you have the old-fashioned concept, right?
Yeah, but it's fairly sweet. I mean, the women's liberationists, if they thought about that... Shh! Quiet, woman! Women's liberationists... I think that women's liberationists...
Now that's what is known as savoir-faire, when you can continue.
I think that women's liberationists sometimes do extraordinary things. I don't think that, in actual fact, that it gives them much armament to their cause. I mean, the fact that I have been smothered in whiskey, and it is whiskey, I can taste it, pays no cause to the lady. There are going to be a lot of people on this program that will laugh at that, and there will be several who will probably be quite indignant. I'm not indignant, because this is indicative of the bad manners of a lot of chauvinist ladies.
I like this show myself. But then
I shall stay here until it dries.
I hope you just lick it off. If Ed was here, he'd help you clean up. We'll be right back. Thank you, Doc. As way of introduction, a couple of weeks ago when Sylvester Stallone was here, we showed a little film clip from Rocky III showing him in the ring with a professional wrestler. Now, the guy who played the wrestler was a pretty good-sized fellow, and his name is Hulk Hogan, and I'm told in the ring he's about as mean as he is big. We're going to show the little film clip here first, if for those of you who did not see Rocky III, get some idea of the part that he plays. I think Thunderlips is the name he plays in the picture. Here's from Rocky III. Watch the monitor.
All right, you guys, you know this is for fun, so take it easy and give him a good show.
Listen, after the match, how about we get a Polaroid together, okay?
You're in trouble, man. I'm gonna break him in half like this.
Seems like lately everybody wants to beat me up.
This is entertainment. It's fun and games. Stay away. Make faces. Move around the ring. Got it, kid. All right.
Here's the ring.
Yes. Yeah, I get nervous every time he does that.
Whoa, you move pretty fast for a big guy, you know that? Listen, why don't we just move around a little bit, you know, like give him a good show. First I'll chase you and you chase me, okay? How's that? All right? Here you go. Is that okay? That hurt, all right?
Don't mess with him.
How's that? Okay? Not bad, huh?
Well, maybe we ought to bring out Brooke Shields first. Would you welcome...
He's not upset, is he?
No, I hope not. Would you welcome Hulk Hogan?
Down here or anyplace you
Wherever you want. Take my seat, take my seat, take my desk. Are you, Hulk?
Just fine. Does he want the little footstool?
We have a footstool, but I don't even say that. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You are one good-sized person.
Thank you, thank you.
One big man. What do I call you? Hulk, Mr. Hogan?
Mr.
Your
Hogan.
Honor,
Mr.
sir?
Hogan will be fine, definitely.
Mr. Hogan.
How many wrestling fans do we have out here? All right. Do you know anything about Hulkamania?
Hulkamania?
Hulkamania.
If you want me to. What is Hulkamania?
Well, Hulkamania is the newest thing, Johnny. It's the thing that is sweeping the country. I'm sure some of these guys over here might know about it. I hope.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. It's like a new cult, and it's like follow the leader. Everybody does what the Hulkster does. It's like truth, justice, and the Hulk Hogan way.
Right.
And I hope today that we may be able to demonstrate or do a few things with you. So.
Absolutely. I'm looking at the size of your arms. I don't believe this. I wish I had anything that big.
How about your bank account?
No. What are, make a, well, you're already making one, but if you flex that, or,
I hate to show off.
Well, that's all right. I mean, this is, you are a professional, and, what size are your biceps?
They're 24 inches, Johnny.
Some women's waists are 24 inches, aren't they?
Right.
Where do you buy your clothes? I mean, obviously you don't go in off the rack. And,
no, the thing is, I have a very big problem with the clothes. I have to have everything custom made.
Yeah.
And usually the problem is getting the arms in and the thighs.
How big, you got to be 50 inches around the chest at least.
60.
60? Do you have most of these things made?
Most of the stuff like this I have made, but other things I can go to a Fat Man store and get my legs in them, and then they just take the waist up.
And close everything up. You are, somebody had to give me this picture here. It says the Ballast Point School, Miss Umsot's primary 3rd grade. And you are, to show you what you look like in the 3rd grade, you can, I thought for a moment you were the fellow on the right in the picture there, but obviously this is the teacher, right? But you are right here, but you're still bigger than all the kids in the 3rd grade, right?
Where'd you get that picture?
Somebody, it's yours. It's not mine. One of our staff found that. Let me take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk some more, all right? Stay where you are. We are back. You just joined us. We're talking with Hulk Hogan. We have Brooke Shields and George Miller will join us. I suppose, you say you weigh about what now, 320, something like that?
320, I don't know.
Most people think very big people eat gigantic amounts of food. Not necessarily true, right?
Well, right now I'm trying to keep my body weight under 320 or right around there.
Yeah.
If I was to eat normally or just about the same amount of food that you ate, I'd probably jump to 350 or 360. I have a very strange metabolism.
Yeah. In other words, you burn it up easily. What's a normal? What would you have for breakfast?
Well, it just depends. Steak and 6 eggs and...
Snack for breakfast.
Yeah, definitely a snack.
Steak and 6 eggs.
Yeah. And,
somebody said raw.
Raw? No.
You've been wrestling professionally how long?
7 years.
About 7 years. Always under the name Hulk Hogan?
Do I have to tell the truth?
No, not necessarily. You can lie. We lie a lot on the show.
Yes.
Make up anything.
Wrestling. You know, when you talk about wrestling, Johnny, you hit on a point there, kind of like a schizoid.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of calmed down now, and
You seem very tame, nice.
Yes, I'm very. They've kind of low-keyed me, you know. But when you talk about wrestling, or even mention the word professional wrestling, it kind of turns me into a stark raving maniac, you know. And I had a very hard time controlling myself with Sylvester Stallone because it would have been so easy just to.
Yeah, of course. Are most of the bouts fixed, or is that a bad question?
Very bad question.
Bad question.
But
put that down as a bad question.
The thing is, I wish they were fixed because then it would be a lot easier. As you notice, the teeth marks around my fingers.
Yes, you're right.
Over here. If it was fixed, it'd be much easier, and probably everybody in there would be in it. But professional wrestling is the cream of the crop. It's mostly the wrestlers that come from the Olympics and very good amateur wrestlers that make the grade and they get into professional wrestling. And right now I wrestle main events all across the country. And if it was fixed, it'd be very easier for me. But right now it's like a fight for your life every time you step in there.
It really is that dangerous?
Definitely.
Well, I've always noticed when I watch it occasionally, why a wrestler will throw the other one against the ropes and then stand in the middle of the ring while the other one goes clear across, bounces off the ropes, and comes back and does not move out of the way, and he knocks him down. I mean, what? Does that seem strange to you? I'm not saying that that's planned, but that's.
I haven't noticed the instance you're talking about. Usually, when I throw somebody in the ropes, it's I have something in mind that will kind of like destroy them or put them out for a little while when they do come off the ropes. But the thing is, you know, so many people talk about professional wrestling, and I just wish I could take everybody here and spend 15 or 20 seconds with you, and I could make believers out of everybody here, I'm sure.
I think that's probably a fair assumption.
But the thing is, you know, professional wrestling draws more money than any major professional sport simply because we have no off season. We work all year round.
That's true, you do. And, you've been in Japan, have you not? You're going back there?
Yes, I just came back, and I'll be heading out in a few days. But
do they know you now in Japan more from the movie Rocky III?
Well, they started publicizing the movie about a year ago over there, and it's helped a little bit, you know, as far as them knowing me as far as the movie goes. But wrestling and baseball are like their #1 sports in Japan, and they treat you, if you're a wrestler, they treat you just like you're a movie star anyway.
Yeah. Is this your first movie?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. How did this come about? Did Stallone just call you up or see you somewhere?
Well, I was wrestling in Madison Square Garden, and I got a note from the promoter to call Sylvester Stallone for a major part in a Rocky movie.
Right.
I just took it and threw it away, figuring it was a joke, you know, from the other wrestlers. So I was gone for about 8 weeks. When I came back, there was this urgent telegram: please call Mr. Stallone immediately. So I called him, and it was real, you know.
Yeah. Did you enjoy making the picture? You gonna do some more?
I hope so.
You're kind of limited in roles in a way.
What do you mean?
Then again, maybe not. Maybe not.
No, I would like to get back on the subject of wrestling just for a minute.
Okay.
There's such a tremendous following, you know. Like, I travel all over the world and all over the country, and there's so many amateur programs and young people getting into the thing that I hate to see people knock it or degrade it if they really don't know what they're talking about.
Probably right there.
And
it's always been one of my favorite sports. I love it. Love it.
Great.
Love it. Wouldn't miss an Olympic every Friday night. Right down there in the front row. We have to cut away? Yeah, you're leaving where? Well, Hulk can do whatever you want to. Are you heading back to Japan?
A few days, I will be back.
Well, it's great to meet you, really.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hope you enjoyed being on the show.
For sure. And just remember, Hulkamania is running wild.
Crazy. Thank you, Hulk. I looked at the picture sitting next to him on the monitor, and I felt like Lily Tomlin in The Incredible Shrimp. I seem to get smaller and smaller. No, you look big, but, I mean, we'll be back. Brooke Shields is here and George Miller. We'll be back now.
My next guest is a very talented actor who you remember from the Rocky pictures as Apollo Creed. He's starring in a new movie called Action Jackson. I can't even say Action Jackson. I have to say Action Jackson, like it's in the air. Please welcome Carl Weathers. Good to see you.
Wow! Hey! Ho! My goodness! Good to see you.
Nice to see you. You're one of my favorites. I always enjoy your work.
Works two ways. I can't believe how you keep going and going and going.
That's my Action Jackson schedule.
You Action Jackson them, all right.
Action Jackson. You have to say it like
You're
that.
great, man.
Well, thank you. Now you're doing some comedy on Saturday Night Live.
Yes. I did this show which was absolutely and totally bizarre, and I began to appreciate more and more and more how people who do comedy work.
Well, see, I didn't even know you could sing.
A lot of people didn't. I'm still trying to find out if, in fact, I can sing. I got, you do a monologue on that show, and the whole idea is you want to come out and you want to really enjoy the show. So I came up with this idea, this song I remember from way back when, and then I went traveling all around the country after I did the show, and everywhere I went, people were saying, well, that song you did, where'd that song come from? You got to do this song. And I wound up doing this song, like, everywhere. Suddenly, this song has become like, I don't know, America's song. It's bizarre, but it's like
you did some impressions, too.
Yeah.
Did a Jesse Jackson impression?
Yeah, I did on the show. I love it. You laugh at me. I did Jesse Jackson. Well, it worked. I don't know. It just worked.
Yeah, but you see, if people don't laugh, you're much bigger. You can down there and just slap the audience around. People go, oh, we better laugh.
I have so much to live down. I mean, the last thing in the world I want to do is go out there and, I'm trying to entertain them.
No, that's good. Who else do you do?
Oh, well, I mean, I do the guys that I love. It's easier to do somebody who's identifiable and somebody you love. And people will say right away, well, who do you do? And I say, well, there's a good friend of mine, He's from Austria. And I say, Austria, my friend Arnold. Arnold and I, we walk around together all the time, Arnold and I, Yeah.
That's a good Arnold.
But Arnold. And then there's my other friend, because we do these movies together, and yeah, because I want to talk about this friend
like
of mine.
Stallone with a severe cold, apparently.
This is what happens when you come out here, though. My voice is up like 8 octaves from where it normally is.
Let me ask you now, when you do a movie, I saw you, what was that movie, Predator? I saw you with, you had...
Yeah, that was the one.
You had Arnold, and you had Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Is there a lot of macho kind of...
Well, it starts out really with just guys who know you got a lot of work to do. But if you get in with these guys, and first of all, I mean, I'm really not as physical in some ways as a lot of people would think. But when you're with these guys, you can't do, you can't help but do any other thing. So we go and we're doing this show and doing Predator, and we're down in the jungles of Mexico, and what is there? Arnold carries around about 80,000 pounds of weights with him, right? And he just takes over a portion of the hotel and sits the weights there. So I'm down there and I'm with like Mr. Universe, Mr. Galaxy, Mr. Everything, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I go, this guy's got the biggest arms in the world now. I got to kind of beef up here. I got to pump up a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah, you're a wimp.
So,
Good thing I wasn't there. I would have killed myself.
That's right. So Arnold's got the gym, and he's going down at like 4:30 to work out every day before we go shoot. And I figure if I can
4:30
sneak
in the morning?
In the morning, because we're up at 6 o'clock to go out and work out, right? So I decide I'm going to get up a little earlier. I go in at 4. Well, I find out later that Arnold starts going in at 3:30. I'm going, this is insane. This can't go on. So I figure, okay, I won't get up earlier, but I'll go down after, or go downstairs after we come back in the evening, and I'll go run the hill, which is 3.5 miles down and 3.5 miles back up. One day I'm running up the hill, and here comes Arnold, driving by, because he comes in later than me. The next day, Arnold is out running the hill.
Oh, yeah.
So here we are, these two guys are supposed to be actors, right? And it's this competition. Finally, it's like, come on, truce, Arnold.
What you should do is go out, stand by the hill, wait for him to drive by, and then go back to bed. See?
But you're smart. That's why you have this job.
Now, do you do a lot of your own stunts in these movies? Obviously, you're in pretty good shape, so do you...
I don't know what else to do. I mean, you know, that's once you do these movies and fans love what you do,
right?
It's like you have to go more and more and more and do more and more and more. So I find myself doing as much as I can. But there's so many great stuntmen around that, you know, when it gets really hairy and scary.
Well, I mean, are you one of these guys? Because even I mean, I did a film and they weren't really stunts, but someone will say, Jay, walk through the door. Oh, we have a stunt guy to do that for you. And you feel like, I mean,
no, I know.
Do you feel silly not doing your own stunt?
Well, it depends on the stunt. I mean, I've done things that have been incredibly difficult and gotten through it. And I've seen other guys, stuntmen, do things that were not difficult at all. I saw a guy once, I was asked once to do a stunt, which was simple. Just run up and jump on a fire escape and climb up the side of this fire escape because it's hanging from a building. Right. Something told me, no, this is not right. Something about this is not right. Stuntman goes and does it. The thing falls off the side of the building. You know? So I go and do these things on top of a car with all these explosions. I come out unscathed. But sometimes the easiest things can appear to be very dangerous.
How about love scenes? You bring in a stunt guy for that?
Only when she has a runny nose. You know what I mean? That's terrible, I know. That's terrible.
Okay, and we'll be right back after this message.
We are back. And if you just join us, we have the irrepressible Mr. Buddy Hackett with us tonight, Charlie Callis, Dr. Keith Sennert.
Saynert.
Excuse me.
Saynert.
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 Saynert. That doctor is with us. And we'll see us presently. And Roz Clark and this lady, whom I really adore. She was a superstar, I think, before that word was used out here in Hollywood, and she's really kind of been away from the screen for about 8 years. But if you've seen any of her pictures, she's an incredible actress. Here's some: Roman Holiday, Sabrina Fair, Funny Face, Love in the Afternoon, Breakfast at Tiffany's, The Nun Story, My Fair Lady, and we could sit here and read a long list. And this is the first time she's been on the show. And would you believe I'm a little nervous?
Yes.
Yeah. Really? What?
Not to put you down at all. I mean, I would believe that because I would feel the same way. She's kind of very, very special.
She's a special lady.
She's delicate.
Not you. Yes, that's the word I was going to use.
Delicate.
Delicate. Would you welcome, please, Miss Audrey Hepburn. How are you?
All right.
You looked super last night.
Yeah.
You really did. I must tell you, my wife Joanna, whom you met briefly the other night at Swifty Lizard. Thank you. She is beautiful, isn't she?
Lovely.
She is an unabashed fan of yours. Absolutely. She wanted me to tell you that.
Thank you.
Privately. Now I've done it publicly. It'll probably embarrass her. But you gave that show last night a lovely, lovely quality about it. And you don't appear too much in public anymore, do you? I mean, you've been away from the screen for what, really, about 8 years?
8 years.
And now you've done Robin and Marian with Sean Connery.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you miss it at all? I mean...
Well, I had so many other things to do, which I liked so much. I didn't really miss it, no.
Yeah. I would guess
it was fun, though.
I would guess you're a rather private person.
aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And can stay away from...
That's why I'm sitting here with everyone.
Well, we're delighted you're here. I have not seen Robin and Marion yet, but the people I've talked with who have seen them...
You can see it tomorrow.
Really? Is it official opening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, everywhere.
All over the country?
All over the country.
Yeah. This is back in Robin and Marion. You're talking about Robin Hood and Maid Marian, right?
That's right.
What?
Do you always do the gesture when you say his name? The little bow and arrow gesture? I think that's nice. Robin Hood. I think that's good.
I was just saying that for a moment, as I told you, I was a little nervous having on here today, and I was trying to think of Robin Hood.
Robin Bow and
I'm
Arrow.
much more nervous than you.
No, and I couldn't think of...
You're used to this, I'm not.
I'm not used to having you here, though. How do you feel, really?
Huh? Well, your hands are cold, so am I. Mine are a bit clammy, though.
No, they're not clammy.
No? Okay.
And even if they are, who cares? I met your husband. You're married to a psychiatrist, right?
You think we should hold hands while you talk about my husband?
No, I wondered if is a psychiatrist able to... he may find some deep meaning there that I'm not aware of. They say that it's like being married to a doctor. They say that they find it difficult to handle their own problems sometimes, but having a psychiatrist as a husband, does that mean that if you ever have little spats and frictions, as we've all had in our marriage... I had a live-in psychiatrist who had had an army cot in the garage during my marriages, and we'd call him at any hour of the day or night. But you know what I'm saying? When you have a little... Does he come on kind of strong and saying, because I'm a psychiatrist, therefore I know what is happening here and you should listen to me?
But surely you know that doctors never take care of their own families, and least of all of themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they're great with their patients, but they don't want to take care of their family.
Yeah. Well, do they try? I mean...
No.
Would they have any more insight? They get too close to it, right?
No. I don't think, I don't think there's any difference in if you were not a psychiatrist.
Yeah. That's interesting.
We're two people, and...
Now, we talked about this, and I don't know whether you want to talk about it tonight, but it was in the newspapers. Your husband underwent a near kidnapping some time ago. True?
Right.
That made the papers, and it was kind of frightening. We talked about it briefly the other night at the party.
He's all right now, and he's here with me, and he's perfectly well, but it was a terrible shock, yes.
Yeah. That's something that seems to be happening, I don't know, more in other countries than it is in this country. I mean, those kind of kidnappings for ransom for some reason.
I don't know what the reason is, but I suppose it's...
And he got clobbered, did he not? Over the...
Yeah. They fortunately did not knock him out.
Right.
He was able to save himself, but...
Yeah. Somebody described you once, I think you described yourself as the unbitterest person in the world.
I did?
Yeah.
I have nothing to be bitter about, I guess.
Really? Don't you ever get mad at people? Or...
Oh, that's different, but that's not bitterness. I mean, you get mad.
What do you call being bitter? I mean...
Bitter? Something rather different. It's being terribly sort of cynical and unhappy about something, which is different than being angry, perhaps. So.
I find this is probably a cliche again, a lot of cynical people in this town. Do you?
Not particularly, not more than anywhere else.
You're right. See, I go either way. If they say, I say, you're right, I've noticed that. I want to make this easy. I have no argument at all. Now, you've been described as winsome and ladylike, and you've played delicate, as Ed said, you're delicate type of roles.
Didn't you see me try to knock out Sean Connery in the movie?
No, I haven't seen that. Now,
Nothing delicate about that, I'm sure.
Did you play a kind of a Hellcat in this picture?
I nearly knocked him out. He knocks me out, of course, because he's bigger than I am.
Yeah.
But I did try.
Well, you know what I'm saying now. I mean, did you ever want to play you were never built up as a sex symbol like some of the ladies in Hollywood have.
Just my luck.
No, you know what I'm saying?
They couldn't.
Well, no, what do you mean they couldn't?
Don't have the figure.
Oh, no, I don't know. I think that's wrong. I mean, not that you don't... No, don't do it. Let me put this in there. Sex... I know where I'm going. You don't really think that somebody to be sexy has to do with just the outer appearance. Seriously, do you?
I wouldn't know about that. I mean, that's up to the others to decide.
Well, what do you think, Ed?
About you, John?
No, not about me. What I'm trying to say is I think sex is an inner quality.
Yes.
A woman can have a lot of sensuality.
Let me tell you, as far as I can see right here, she's a very sexy lady.
And that's what I'm talking about. We got two of us right here tonight.
Yeah.
Let me do this. We're going to come right back. We have a new sponsor tonight. No, it's not a new sponsor. Yes, a new sponsor. I thought it was an old sponsor coming back. We have some of those sometimes. See, you get me all upset and excited here tonight, and I can't do anything. Midland CB radios. And now watch this from C.W. McCall. CB radios from C.W. We are back. Thank you, Doc. We're talking with Aubrey Hepburn. We're both settled down now, right? You said now this wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be.
I had some of your coffee.
Had some of my coffee? It's just coffee. People think for some strange reason that we put alcoholic beverages in here to stimulate us during the show. I do not do that myself. There are
Would you mind?
certain...
I won't tell.
You drink this and tell them all what it is.
Well, maybe she doesn't want
You would
to drink out of
believe
here.
this lady.
It's all right. It's terrible. It's tea.
That's right, iced tea. That's all it is. See, now all the terrible things
No
you've
sugar in
implied.
it.
Okay, you want to strike the prop? Now bring out the real stuff? Impressed Audrey at all? Was it fun doing Robin and Marion? Somebody told me that, unlike a lot of pictures where they take a good number of months, it was done on a rather fast pace.
7 weeks.
7 weeks?
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, that's almost abnormally fast.
But I think movies are being made much faster
Yeah.
now. You know, I think they have faster film and lighter cameras and
Right.
fewer complications than there were once.
Yeah, and where they used to make
At least
everything...
in my day, it used to take longer.
Not even my day. No, but everything was done practically in those days in the studio. They'd create this. Now everything's funny things are done on location.
Oh, this was all done.
Yeah, so you can move right out and you've got the scene and everything right there.
All in the most beautiful forests
Yeah, where'd you do it?
in Spain, in the north of Spain.
That must be gorgeous. Here's a beautiful country.
Lovely medieval castles that are still there,
Yeah.
which we
We have-
really photographed. So
We have a film clip, a short excerpt from Robin and Marion. Bobby, why don't you roll that? Watch the monitors here in the studio. We'll give you a short preview. You just jump off of that screen. That's a lovely scene. It's nice to see an old-fashioned love story. Reminds me of my days in Nebraska when we used to go out in the wheat fields.
But you know,
Not quite as romantic as that, unfortunately, but nevertheless, we went into the wheat fields.
that part of the country looks like Nebraska, where you saw the wheat fields.
Yeah?
The miles and miles of wheat.
It's
Nothing
comfy
else.
out there.
Story.
Real comfy. Cornfields are bad. Wheat fields are nice. Somebody told me you also took a tumble making this picture off the horse.
No, I mean, yes and no. It
Oh.
wasn't off the horse. We were in a covered wagon that turned over in the water. And I don't know if you've ever been in a covered wagon that's toppled over in the water, but it's very hard to get out of.
I would guess
And
so.
the water was not very deep, and it seemed awful silly to drown about a yard of water. But that's what nearly happened.
I thought most people would think that they would have stunt people or stunt gals who would come in. I guess this wasn't
because
considered that dangerous.
It
and
did
just,
not seem, it was not meant to topple over, to turn over, but the level of the ground was uneven, and what was very dangerous is we had a very large horse that panicked and was rearing back on top of us in the water.
You see, now what we've talked about horses?
Right.
So
See,
He was trying to get out of the water.
We have a continuing argument going. I always say that horses are not the brightest animals in the world, and they will panic in a situation like that.
But they're right to panic. It's not stupid.
A pig would not do that. We have a continuing thing about the horse and the pig. Pigs would not do that. Panic, you say.
Pig wouldn't be there anyway.
Well, you'd look silly going across with two pigs pulling a cub.
Come on, pig.
That's right. Move my pig. That's bad. That's silly, of course. But nobody was injured at all, or was the horse injured?
No, we were bumped about a bit, and the horse wasn't injured, no.
Yeah.
But we were okay. We stopped shooting that day.
Yeah. Now, you won an Oscar for Roman Holiday, right? I've heard now a lot of people keep Oscars in strange places. Somebody mentioned the other night they use them as doorstops. True, because they're very heavy. Where do you have? Do you have yours in any particular place?
I have it on a shelf in our playroom. Yeah. I see it every day. Yeah. I'm very proud of it.
You should be. It was a super movie. Are you going to... Are you going to be more active in pictures now?
I don't know, because I'm very active, as we've been talking about before, with my life at home.
Right.
So it depends if, there's not so much the time, but the place, because pictures today, as you said before, are made all over the world, and it does involve leaving home, which I don't feel like doing.
So if you find something that you like to do,
if it's in some way possible, perhaps near home, then perhaps I can.
Hey, I thank you for coming tonight. I know you don't do many of these shows, and it's a delight to have you here. And you're going to be here for about another week or so, you said, around the country? I thank you for being here. I hope you had fun.
Thank you.
It was a great kick for us.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Rocky. Real style, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Real style. Lovely lady.
Classy lady.
She was terribly nervous tonight, but so was I. I think for her. Yeah. Did I show it at all?
No, you're fine. I like particularly the part when you couldn't remember Robin Hood's last name. I thought that was Robin. I think that's good. It's Robin Hood. I think that's good.
Didn't you ever do that when you can't think of something? You visualize it and you Robin Hood. The guy with
Try this, Mohammed. That's it.
Okay, we're gonna be back with our guests and some more show. Who do we have as guests, you ask? Well, we have Buddy Hackett, we have Charlie Callis, and we have Dr. Keith Sainert.
Sainert.
Now, why do you say the accent is on the last syllable?
He likes it that way. Sainert. It's like say nurse, only Sainert.
Well, that's what Freddie is saying. That's what you were saying.
What?
Why don't we find out what the doctor says when he joins us? It's Sainert. Why do you keep saying Sainert?
Because sometimes it's Sainert.
No, it's not. Not to the doctor.
According to his book, it is. He's not a doctor all the time.
What has that got to do with it?
Well, it says on the book. Look at the book. What does it say?
By Keith Sainert.
Nobody mean over here.
What?
Sometimes.
I think it's time for a station break. Well, I'm going to ask the doctor when he comes out, because that man should know, because he's a doctor. What do you two guys know? What are we going to do? Commercial first?
Commercial.
Right. Okay, and then we'll be right back here with Buddy Hackett. Charlie Callis and Dr. Keith Sainert.